Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm your host, CernerSandals, and tonight we have Zomblers taking on NwG. That's right, it is Zomblers who are, get ready for a nice little match Counter-Strike here. Currently sitting at 3-2. NwG are currently sitting at 3-3. So a pretty even matchup here overall in the grand scheme of things here. And, well, we do have the 9th round having just ended. It looks like NwG did claim that one, and it is Zomblers going into the pistol round here on that T side. We are on overpass. Let's get this match on the road, shall we? Overpass pistol round is where we are beginning. Nice first shot. Summy's taking that one onto Chingu. Now, Zomblers are seeing 4 players out monster here. SLI will be making the first contact. Flashbang over from Cajun. Zephyr, though, playing it from CT there. Does find one. Fluky, though. Fluky onto a double here. Fluky peeking up onto a triple. Trying to make it a quad, but Lizard Freak will trade him out. Fluky, a great triple there. Start things off on the right foot for Zomblers. Stormy playing on that bomb. Summy and Cajun are there to support it. Summy to swing out. Bro ace between Summy and Fluky. Makes it a pistol round there for Zomblers. Round, and well, Fluky is the one to find that first kill. Nice little flick out from Chingu. Let's trade it back one, and now there's some rotations happening in WG though. Cajun's found a knife kill. Well, how about that? That's the last swinging around, trying to find some kills. Only finding the one. Summy somehow staying alive with 1 HP. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Just couple of things going on, taking care of for a moment. My apologies there. Zomblers now up 2-0 and starting things off on the right foot. NwG not able to convert on that force buy there, and now they've gotten themselves a bit of a strategy going forward. They do have 4 nades. Zomblers have got a decent amount of rifles here, and this should be a relatively simple round. Nade dropping onto Lock, hitting him down to 47. Good little bit of damage to start off the round, but again, there's still so much more to be done here in this round for NwG if they want to see the scoreboard go in their favor. Lizard Freak is taking some shots at long, and he does find one on occasion. It's a 3-for-1 trade so far. AK is playing it out on this B site. Last one standing. Peeks out, does spot Stormy and taking that headshot as well. Making that one look nice, and well, it's a 3v1. Although the bomb is quickly making its way up towards the A-bomb site. Round timer's expiring. AK saving with the Galil. Rest of the squad hanging out with the AKs. And, well, pretty uneventful post plan, if I do say so myself. But I guess when you're an AK, you just want to save that Galil. You know, AK saving a Galil, interesting little thought there. Should have been AK saving an AK, but good thing for Zomblers that they didn't have to, they didn't really lose any of the AKs as far as I'm aware. They brought 2 in and they left with 2. Now here in round number 4, Locks picked up the AWP. Weakest weapon here for that T side is Fluky on the Galil. Although, Galil is still a very competent weapon. It can still do so much damage so incredibly fast. AK peeking out, and oh, Stormy getting shot through the smoke there. AK, a lucky find, and now Salani spotted Fluky in towards connector. Fluky trying to dodge around to find that one, but oh, it's Cajun. He's walking through the smoke with his knife out, and Zephyr's taking that one for free. Fluky does at least get 1 trade back, but now it's a man advantage here for NwG, and Shingu looking to extend it. Yes, he does. Quick shot there onto Fluky. Zephyr peeking around. Locke has been spotted, tying down to 58, but Locke is going back in. Zephyr creeping up towards the rock, and Locke, he is not smelling what is cooking there. Zephyr, look at all the control that he's gained. Locke, though, might still be able to catch this one out. Whoa, no! 4x3! Wait, Locke's alive! Hold on! There's still more to be said about this round. Zephyr, a flashover party here, peeking out. Locke, a missed shot, and Zephyr finding that one on for a double now. It's Summy in a 1v4. Summy creeping outside of party, but it's Zephyr, a triple kill there to get NwG on the board for their first round. Gamers. See, before joining, they changed like the Go TV system or whatever. It's now like a playcast thing, which is like a modified Go TV or whatever. I don't know. Whatever it is. It was like very funky, especially in like the Dust 2 like waiting. But now that it's actually in map, it's much better. But beforehand, well, things were looking a little awkward because it was like freezing up every few seconds. Lizard Freak going for those peaks. Cajun, could he find that? No, he doesn't find the kill, but there's Fluky there and Connector finding a good amount of damage. Hitting Lizard Freak down to 17 HP, but look at this boost out from Stormy. Will he spot us a lot? Yes, he does. Nice shot coming out from Fluky there. Stormy swinging out to back it up there. Trading on the 1-for-1. There's still a player in towards pit. That's Zephyr. He's got the A1S in hand. Could he find anything with it? Swinging it around. He does take down one and doubling up onto Stormy as well. He was the hero in the last round and he's on for a triple kill. Locke has got to be the spoiler here for NwG. Finds the first. Chingu, though, he's got the AWP creeping around. Locke doesn't know where he's playing from, but he spots the head, and now he's got the positioning. He swings it out. AK running dry of bullets. 2 HP for Chingu, but it's Locke to finish it off, and even collecting the op after the fact. It's round number 6. Zomblers have converted that previous round off the back of a 1v2 out from Locke. AK, look at the confidence there. Burning down to 12 HP, but staying alive, that's crucial. And a crucial opener to find there for NwG. Paying no respect to their opponent, but that flashbang Ooh, just a little short, but Locke does trade out. Still a man advantage here. AK has been downgraded to the pistol. SLI has been afforded the rifle. Now what will they do as we get into the mid-round here? Lizard Freak pulling back from bathrooms. It's a 4v3 in favor of the CT side here. Zomblers, they're not truly committed either way. They've got a couple players leaned up A. You know, they've got Cajun creeping out around Monster. What will come of it? Cajun's getting positioning, and now he's starting to make some comms. He's starting to make some calls here. There are two players in water, though, and now Cajun's been spotted. Flashbang up from SLI. Cajun swinging around, but it's SLI to find the kill with the A4. Rifle down, 18 seconds here. Locke and Stormy running it out. AK at the back of Toxic. Finding one, but it's Stormy. Does find that kill, but left alive, and Zephyr taking that kill there. Staying alive and keeping NwG's economy going. That will force Zomblers to go into an economic reset here. Zomblers have got the pistols in this one for Deagles, and a Glock out for Cajun. Chingu might be able to mop up one or two. Only one! Nice little shot out from Locke. Cajun should be able to recover that MP9, and yes, he will. Nice little shot out from Zephyr with the A1S, slinking in towards bathrooms, even pushing deeper. Zomblers are not going to be expecting this. They're clearing for the wrong way. Fluky, though, will learn which way that he was. And Zephyr, a great little triple kill there, playing very well in the positioning. And now NwG are one round away from tying this game up. Round 8. Zomblers and NwG. Zomblers are playing it just safe again. They kind of have to, right? I mean, it's the pistols. And SLI has already pushed all the way up through B, so this should be relatively cut and dry. Nice little shot out from Chingu, peeking up at jump up there. Zephyr swinging off from the back of the site, along with Lizard Freak. That is round done. Summy and the rest of the squad here of Zomblers are back in with the buy. And oh, Stormy swinging out with the AK-47. Takes down Chingu. And now that's the opener that Zomblers wanted. And Locke is holding down on that AWP. AK wants to go for it though, but it's Locke. Quick shot there to find it. Although Lizard Freak does get away with the AWP. Two-man advantage here for Zomblers. SLI is pushing forward, and Lizard Freak even getting aggressive at short here. Walking Stormy. They're batting down the hatches over at Monster. SLI could go for a peek if he was crazy enough to do so. Looks like just going for that Molotov instead. Stormy not getting burned in that? Really? Oh, okay, he burned. Alright, the Molotov did spread enough to touch him, to grace him with those flames eventually. Lizard Freak taking down Fluky. Stormy, though, trading back one. Lizard Freak playing on the site. It's Stormy to start, but it's locked to finish, and now it's all on to Zephyr. 1v4. A1S in hand. This round was an absolute clinic here out from the Zomblers. Lock. Holding things down with the AWP to find that opener, and then the follow-up as well. Stormy, that double was huge. Zephyr, peeking out from heaven. Will he be able to spot Lock? No. Oh, wait. He spotted his back. That should be a free kill there, and yes. Zephyr does at least get that one. Making plenty of noise, though. Will the op be recoverable? It looks like no. Zephyr does go down. Summy taking that one, but the op is gone. And that's going to hurt a lot for Zomblers here, especially with how fragile their economy is. NwG, they had a fair bit of bank built up over the last few rounds, so they were able to just kind of breeze their way into this one. They've got more than enough to go for the full buy, although NwG is going to need to win this one. This is a pretty important round. Economies for 3 players are lying on the line. Lizard Freak not really sweating it too much. I'm sure that even if Zomblers does convert here, Lizard Freak would probably just be going for either a full buy in the next round or just playing the same for an AWP. Cajun, smoke flash over, and here come the Zomblers. Lock, swing it out, spraying with the AK-47. Does find one. A nade out from Lizard Freak to trade, though. Stormy peeking up, getting flashed off the angle here. There's rotations happening all around the map. SLI and Pit. What will he be able to do? Tags up Stormy to 46. Flashbang out from heaven. It's a good one, and Zephyr still trying to do some damage here. A good nade, but oh, it actually slightly off the mark there. Lizard Freak jumping around, takes down Summy, and still this damage is flying out from NwG and Zomblers. They never even got the chance to get the bomb plant down, and Fluky going down as well. Means that NwG, they flipped the round back on its head, and they kick Zomblers to the curb on round number 10 there. Getting ready to peek down connector early here with the AWP, but Zomblers, they do have a player down there. It's Fluky. He's got the deagle, but he's going to be playing more for that push. Zephyr, though, spawning with the Nova, and oh, Zephyr is just toying with him at that point, jumping around with the Nova. That's going to be a little frustrating. I'm going to tag him on Twitter after this game and ask him, was that shot frustrating? Lizard Freak dropping a molly at long. Cajun had ran through it, but again, Lizard Freak staying alive. Lock does trade out one at least, but again, 2v4. The bomb is down in towards T-Con. There's no real shot of winning this round unless they're able to collect some of the rifles here. Summy has made a spot. He's not found that kill, though. And again, here comes Zephyr with that Nova, wanting to find more. Yes, he does. And now upgrading to the A1 as well. That's $1,800 added to the bank of Zephyr.
Terrorists win.
We do a pause coming through here. And Zomblers, they're at 5 on the T side. Which, I will say, that's a good sign. Getting 5 on the T side is pretty solid. I'm sure they want to maybe find 6, maybe a 7. finding like a 9-6 up against the CT side, it's a very strong CT side. Although, I do want to preface this with a bit of an asterisk. It is a strong CT side off of the back of Zephyr. Lizard Freak's had his moments, and Chingu, AK, and SLI, they've hit a few kills here. But Zephyr is stepping up in a massive fashion here for the side of NwG. Let's take a quick look at that again. 18-5 is his scoreline right now on Overpass. Fluky, though, could catch this kill connector. AK is burning alive and pushing to that smoke. Zomblers taking it a little slow here. They're and their cards close to the chest. Look at this deep position out from Fluky. And an off angle as well. Oh, AK. He spotted it, but Fluky's able to react in time, considering AK was just so low on the HP there. Lizard Freak pushed in towards water. He takes control. Zombler's best chance is up towards the A site. There's only one player there, and that is the Demon King himself in Zephyr. Everyone else is locked down towards B on this rotation. If one of the Zomblers players can take him down and take him down early, that would be best case scenario. Cajun's been spotted. Zephyr making that spot. Not calling for rotations just yet, though. And the Zomblers, they're creeping forward, moving in for control. Sami on the swing there. There he goes. And now Zomblers in a 5-on-3, taking control of that B bomb site. Is the retake over before it can even begin? It feels like it. SLI is not budging for it. Neither is Chingu or Lizard Freak. They are sitting still and waiting. So Zomblers, they will bring this back to a tied game here at 6 apiece. SLI does at least catch one on Cajun, getting a little aggressive there, trying to find some kills, but outside of that, not too much to really happen there as the round ticks down. 6-6 now between NwG and Zomblers. Six, as I've said, and both teams have gotten incredibly full buy, but the economies on each side are not exactly ideal. Now, for NwG, it's Lizard Freak and Chingu that have both got the best of the economies there. Over on the side of Zomblers, it is a bit of a mixed bag here. Stormy is not looking great. Cajun's got 1250. Sami, Fluky, and Locke, though, all above $2,000. It's not the best, but it's definitely workable here. At the halfway point in the round here, Zomblers are looking like they're setting themselves up for this B-site. Molotov over from Cajun. Not much utility to really work with here on a Zomblers. They're going to have to go for a lot of these fights dry. Fluky and Cajun swinging off for that trade. It's Fluky to take down one and Stormy onto the second. Sami is lurking in con. It's a 5-on-3 now. NwG, do they just go for the save once again? SLI is locked in pit, though. He has to try and fight for this. Zephyr in towards heaven. Stormy, though, peeking up, finds him. SLI trains back one, though. And even a double, finding Fluky. Chingu now pulling in on rotations. Switching over to the A1S. There's a smoke getting dropped down towards the bomb. It's a bit of a miss, but Lock. Nice shot at SLI. A vertical flick up to Chingu means Zomblers take themselves back into the lead, even if it is just by one. Chance for NwG to tie up, but they need to stop Zomblers. And oh my, Zomblers are getting aggressive out towards short. So is NwG though. A swing out from Lizard Freak. Swinging back with the USP. Cajun, how is he not hearing or seeing that? NwG Lizard Freak there. Finding 2 is ridiculous. Some sort of miscommunication had to have happened there for that one to go down. Lock creeping it up short with the AWP. There's 2 players watching for it. Summy dropping that flashbang. Baits the shot out. Stormy watching for connector. AK swings into it though and goes down. Now a 3v3. Lock holding with the AWP. Chingu though, he's been spotted at pillar. And Lock will be taking that one for free. Dropping a Molotov in towards pit. A smoke out onto the site. That's a lot. Swinging through the Molotov there. Zephyr trades though. Summy now. 1 versus 1. Zephyr playing in towards pit. Changing his positioning. And Summy, he's on his trail, but he's not following it fast enough. And Zephyr, he's gotten himself an advantage here. The positioning advantage. Summy, 23 seconds on the clock now. What will he do with it? He has an opportunity to go to A if he scurries up there. But he's sitting and waiting. And Zephyr, so is he. 14 seconds now. Summy, he's got to make a move. There's no time to go up towards A. 8 seconds now. 7, 6. Summy sticking the bomb plant. But again, there's just no more time. And Zephyr, all he had to do was walk out and pull the trigger. Doing a pause coming out for the last round of the half. Zomblers in a bit of a tough spot here, and well, something that may signify part of this is unfortunately, I hate to highlight, low lights, but unfortunately Cajun is just having a bit of a rough go with things. Hey man, everyone gets the rough game, right? Everyone gets the rough game. We're all human. Unfortunately for Cajun, it just today happens to be that rough game. 1-11 and with 6 assists. Let's check the ADR as well. That makes me curious about the ADR. If the mouse would work, that'd be cool. Don't tell me my mouse died in the middle. Oh my. Okay, no, wait, no, it'll work. There we go. We're good. He's just sitting at 29 ADR. Okay, I see. Whoa. What in the world happened there? I think we're good. Anyway, Stormy is swinging out, trading damage with us alive, but look at the swing out from AK. He wants to find the damage. He wants to find the kill. Lock and Stormy, though, they'll pull it back. But Chingu, look at him. He's getting aggressive up at short, taking some of that map control. Now Zomblers grouping it outside. I found here Zephyr looking at him at the rock. Cajun was swinging into it. Hitting the dink shot as well, but Zephyr with the A1 will find that kill. Lizard Freak at Dice going down. Summy accelerating to the side to find that, and Fluky trading on Zephyr gives the man advantage here to Zomblers. Summy dropping a smoke in towards Bank. SLI swinging it out at Truck, but Summy was already there. 4v2 now. Zomblers just take the lead at the half. Summy on a triple kill there. Chingu, a nice no-scope. So upgrading to the upgrading, switching, whatever you want to say there. Chingu in a 1v3. Rough-looking odds, but there are a couple of low-health players to try and deal with here. You can isolate those 1v1s, but Fluky, well-timed swing. And Zomblers take the lead at half. Winning out the T side of a map like Overpass, a map that has been historically quite CT-sided. Like, okay, the map historically, very CT-sided map. But do want to say the economy of Counter-Strike right now is the most T-side slanted economy I think it's ever been. Because it is so incredibly punishing as on the CT side. So we'll have to see what Zomblers can bring to the table going into the second half. For a moment, we'll throw it over to the cam. You know, see me again. I turned off the lights mostly just because, well, they're like blinding. They're very bright. But anyways, hope everyone's having a good night. I'm just taking care of one quick little thing here before turning back to the match at hand. All right, going back over to the while we wait for this matchup to resume.
Counter-terrorists win.
All right. Second half getting underway here. Zomblers, they do lead by 1. NwG now a chance to tie things back up here right off the get-go. Lock getting up in towards long. Sure my auto director's still on. Util getting sent. Stormy playing boosted up. And oh my! A shot through the smoke there. Taking down Chingu. That's the first. Doubling up on that boost is insane. Bomb getting planted there. AK finding one. Swinging around Summy though. Will be able to trade back at least. SLI finding one. Lizard Frightens SLI combining for 3. It's all unlocked. 1v3. Left alone on 42 HP here. He's just getting chipped down by the Glocks. Lizard Freak doubling up there. And so, they exchange pistol rounds. 1 and 1 on the pistols there. Zomblers in this round, they're going for a bit of like an Astralis stack almost, outside of bathrooms. Little flashbang. Chingu's gonna be running straight into this. Wait, hold on. Wait, Chingu wasn't aware? Oh my! Now they're aware. Lock and Stormy find a couple of kills. AK find another. Lock all alone. And yeah, okay. So eventually it does go the way. Oh, the smoke. The smoke at bathrooms was what blocked Chingu's vision of the play. I was like so confused for a moment. I was like, what? How did they miss that? But now I know. I figured it out. Stormy dropping a Molotov, and oh, it's a spray down. Already finding 2 to start off the round here for Zomblers. Looking to find more. AK's already ran onto the site, but Stormy swinging out to find another. He finds that triple. Fluky playing from pit. It will be Cajun to find. And I believe that's Cajun with the second kill. Am I right? Yes, Cajun on the board in the second half early. And is that a water of like Nepenthes? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. It's the new FAMAS. I want to see that on Cajun or on Fluky. Pull it out, buddy. Show it to me. Okay, he will not show it to us. This is tragic. Maybe later in the round. Right now, NwG, they're kind of going for a 3-2 split. They've sent 3 over towards the B side of the map early. Which team is better? This is kind of a bit of a toss-up. When you look at their win records, they're very similar. Zomblers are technically 2-3 instead of 3-2, but there was some interesting things going on when it came to the Zomblers Lycus match, and so in the end, it was actually Zomblers that were handed the win, in a way. Oh yeah, so that's kind of. But there have been roster changes around Zomblers, and they're looking much better right now. Fluky, great little first shot onto Zephyr. I would give a much bigger advantage over to Zomblers. You look at players like Stormy and Locke and Cajun and Fluky, who they've got pedigree, man. They've been around for a while. I know Fluky, this is his first season back in CS. He kind of took a bit of time off in the Valorant scene for about a year or so, but now he's come back to CS. Swing up, takes down Locke, and oh my, the round, it's truly on now. Cajun rotating up at Dumpster, but AK swinging it out will find that kill. Fluky and Stormy have got to try and make this round a possibility here. AK, though, look at this support for SLI. Fluky not ready for it. Stormy pulling it back, and AK swinging out for a triple kill there. NwG, they stay in the lead. NwG and Zomblers are just butting heads back and forth here, but now NwG, they've gotten themselves into the lead and looking to extend here. Zomblers, they trail by 1, and it's a pistol round here for them. Locke swinging it out from long bathrooms, taking a bit of damage. The freaking Chingu, they find the first couple of kills. Stormy, Cajun, and Fluky are all stacked up outside of connector there. But I feel like NwG is just going to go for the A site. Utility getting sent around. Zomblers have been the rotation up towards A. SLI spotting one, swinging out, and oh, poor Cajun, man. He just can't catch a break tonight. Yanni, he's just getting absolutely destroyed on the server. This is a freaking nice little triple kill there, and then NwG find 11. Molotov getting sent out towards short. Flashbang out. Zomblers, if there was ever a chance to stabilize here on that CT side and put a stop to NwG, now would be it, because NwG are on a 4-1 run. They won the first couple of rounds. They lost one round. They took 2 more, and oh, that is not the start that Zomblers wanted. Cajun opens up to find at least a trade. Still much more to be done here on this round for Zomblers. Cajun is going to have to be the hero here on this A site because Fluky and Stormy are both playing it down B. And oh, Cajun, he gets caught. Chingu holding for the long bathroom's peak. And now it's a 4v2. What started out as an opener in favor of NwG. A 2-kill opener for NwG is now a 3-1 split there. Stormy and Fluky just holding on to B. The swing out from Zephyr, and Fluky getting caught with his back turned. Unfortunate there. My lord. Stormy picks up the AK, and he's going to try and save, and I feel like NwG may let him, but they are not letting this op stay in the round. This op is gone. Yup. Lizard Freak tossing it over out of the map. Round timer taking down NwG. They found themselves a 12th here. 4 rounds away from closing things out here on Overpass tonight. Zomblers forced to take another eco here. Zephyr swinging up short fast with this AK-47, taking down Locke first. Zephyr. Another double kill there. Up to a triple here. Cajun does trade back 1. A chance to grab an AK. But now he's getting blocked off by Zephyr. Lizard Freak trying to cut him off there with the spam through the wall. Cajun does upgrade, but Zephyr, look at this, on to 25 kills. Could find a 26er. Cajun swing it out. And now Zephyr on for an ace here. Stormy walking down connector stairs. Could he feed himself into the beast that is Zephyr? Stormy sneaking in towards T-spawn, but look at this. Chingu's just watching for it, staring for it, taking that clean shot. To 9 is the score. Feels like last chance saloon here for the Zomblers. SLI. The rest of the squad are very well prepped and armed in this one. It's a run boost out. Locke. A reaction. but it is just a leg shot. Chingu responding in kind. The tag of his own. Okay, look at this. Holding strong, and it's Lizard Free taking down Cajun there. Summy trades for one. Swinging back out, trying to double up there, but it's AK to find Summy. Zephyr, nice shot onto Stormy, and now a 4v2. It just spells trouble here for the Zomblers. Bit of a miss Malia. Well, at least kind of small blessing in disguise. Fluky's gonna need something big here. Locke is playing it, holding for short. Look at this AK creeping up towards A. 13 seconds till the bomb is to go for B. Will trade it. Locke finding Chingu. And Locke doubling up there. Would have to be in 10 seconds. Tapping that bomb. AK running it towards heaven. And Locke a triple kill there. Huge stuff for Zomblers. And keeping them alive to find that 10th.
Counter-terrorists win.
Round number 24. Zomblers still trailing by 3. Swinging out, finds one. That's Fluky going down, but Stormy will trade. And now NwG, they're accelerating up towards this A side here. Cajun's up on the rotation, but the util is heading down fast. Smoking towards dumpster. AK flashing outside of bathrooms there. Summy trying to stay alive at Dice. Aiden. NwG still grouping it outside of A here. Molotov into Dice, the second Molotov in towards Bank. AK swinging it out, and it's a team kill out. SLI finding that one, actually. Chingu taking down Summy. Cajun and Optimus trying to find something, anything, but Chingu, a double there. Locke pushing up at Dumpster, but Chingu tripling up on the EWP. A walking turret here up against Zomblers and Stormy. He's got the EWP, but he has no health to work with. Stormy trying to stay alive. He did everything good running it away, but it just wasn't enough. And now another economic reset facing down Zomblers. They could go for the buy if they so choose to, but again, it's a big risk to take. And I don't think they're going to be stomaching that. Summy swinging it out from the bathrooms. Does find that first. He's the hero rifle in the round for Zomblers. That big investment that they took. He's at least found one, and that's Lizard Freak going down. Summy swinging off the back of those peaks. Finds SLI as well. 2 for Zomblers now in the round. Chingu, though, a trade out, taking down Summy, and that's the rifle gone in the round now. Now, Zomblers, they have to rely on the pistols here. Minute left on the clock. But considering the close quarters that NwG has got to work against. Peeking forward, pushing forward, out. It's Zephyr. The opener there, finding one, finding a second, trying to react for a third. AK, though, will be able there to assist. Lock on the rotation, finds that kill, and finds a double. It's all him versus Chingu, but Chingu with the AWP doubling up to find that kill. Let's pause. A pause. Last chance saloon here for Zomblers. 15 is the number that NwG has. Zomblers, it was a great T sign. They're 8-7. But it feels like they have not been able to start the ignition here on their CT side to put up the defense that they need to. And I mean, when you look at someone like Zephyr, who got a quad kill and is just tearing it up on the server, dropping a 30 bomb. Connector swings out to find one. Lizard Freak trades, though, but it's Stormy from water to find Lizard Freak. I know, SLI taking down Lock. That's a 2-for-2 trade here. And look at this. The disrespect out from NwG. They're just going straight up towards this A bomb site. Cajun peeking a dumpster. He finds a bullet to the body, and SLI trades. Fluky, though, up connector, takes down one, and Stormy now making the rotation up. The bomb is still far away. Zephyr is picking that one up. Stormy and Fluky in a 2v2 to keep themselves alive here on Overpass. Stormy heading it back down towards B, and it looks like that might be the right call. Zephyr slowly working it down connector here, but maybe they are having a change of mind. Zephyr and Chingu, they both make their way out onto this A site. Zephyr will be sticking to that bomb plant there, but it's Fluky to get the kill. Chingu now in a 1v2. Op in hand. Bomb planted for him. No smoke for the Zomblers to work with. Chingu scoped in, creeping into bathrooms here. Bomb gets tapped, and it's a missed shot. Chingu not able to convert there, and Zomblers off of the back of a triple kill from Fluky. They stay alive for another round. On number 27. Still more to do here for the Zomblers. And oh my, look at that. Zephyr, the spray through, finding so much damage. Chingu getting aggressive. A nice little boost over. Trying to spot any divider players, but nobody from Zomblers is going for that peak just yet. Smoking the con from Fluky from water. But NwG, they've already done so much damage early. Lizard Freak will be the first to fall, though. Locke taking him down with the AWP. AK takes down Summy. That's the trade back, but AK not able to stay alive for long as Fluky takes him down. Fluky, though, staying in water, though, was his ultimate undoing. He's gone down, and now it's a 3v3. This round continued to go back and forth here. There's 35 seconds on the clock. Stormy going towards Monster Tunnel. Chingu is starting to make his way over. Stormy. What can he do in this fight here? Chingu tagged in the Molotov. Locke throwing another molly out to try and defend. Stormy takes down one. SLI trades. Cajun at short finds one. It's a 1v1 for the round, and Locke nailing the shot. And Zomblers find 12. Still much more to do. And losing 4 means the economy is going to struggle. On 28 Zomblers, they'll still need 3 more rounds to tie this game up and force us into overtime. But they whittled down the economy of NwG in kind. They're looking better off in this round, even if NwG's got the Tech 9s. Zephyr running out with the AK-47, finds one, trying to find more. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Stormy, though, pulling back on short. And Summy finding that kill. Stormy re-aggressing, finding a triple kill there. Chingu at least gets one and picks up an M4. Incredibly close round. Just the only way to describe this map of Overpass. Chingu is playing it very slowly here. Not wanting to give up his own life, and, well, neither do Zomblers. Locke's been rotated up towards A. Cajun going for that jump spot. Molotov in. Cajun forced off the angle. Chingu now affording himself some space. He's pushing forward. 20 seconds. He finds that first kill. On to a triple kill now is Chingu. Could this be the round that undoes Zomblers? It's a 1v1 against Locke. Flashbang in. Locke forward. It's a quick shot, but Locke refusing to go down, refusing to die. And Zomblers, they find 13. And so we continue on to round number 29. NwG with the back of that bomb plant, though. They've got more than enough to fight for this one. The hero for Zomblers here on Overpass has been none other than Locke. slow for this round out from NwG. Neither side wants to give up the first kill, considering all the stakes that are present right now. AK swinging around, Lock at the back of Dice. And with the offer spotted, does NwG reconsider their strategy? It looks like they might. They're starting to group connector now. Cajun flashing. No peeks off of it, no shots fired. Staying silent, 30 seconds. A flashbang up, though. And it is SLI to find one. Lock, though, taking that shot and now making on the rotations. It's a 2 for 1, though. Loser Freak up short, takes down one. There's still Fluky out towards B, though. 16 seconds. Loser Freak pushing forward, finds one. Cajun going down, but Lock, he's dropped the bomb. He's staying alive. He finds that kill. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Chingu and Lock. It's another 1v1, but this time it goes to time. And good God. Zomblers continue to just stay alive, and it is the man on your screen right now who is the champion of it. Lock has been the absolute clutch minister for these last 3 rounds, doing everything in his power to keep Zomblers from going down in this game. A flashbang out, Chingu going for that fight early. Both teams certainly sweating now. NwG, it looked like they just coasted themselves into a potential victory, but Zomblers, and more importantly, Lock, have been instrumental in keeping this game alive. Lock now onto a 30 bomb. Going back to Dice. Chingu, though, will be cutting his life short in this round. They cannot rely on a Lock clutch once again. They have to bolt this round down by their lonesome. Summy takes down one. He spots another and he takes 2. Cajun, Stormy, and Fluky. They have to convert the round. Lizard Freak and SLI. Lizard Freak finds one. Stormy up bank. Overzealous, but he will find the shot. It's all on Lizard Freak in a 1v1, but Stormy! And we have overtime! And good God, that was an incredible comeback. $15-15 here on Overpass. I'm going to throw it to the cam for just a second here, while we just take a moment and breathe in and out, in and out. That is my personal caster recommendation, is to just take it easy. Breathe, buddy. Because, man, we have overtime to play. And that is going to be a very interesting prospect going forward. Oh, brother. Hope you've taken your breaths. As we are back into this game. It's round number 31, the first of overtime. And if you're not familiar with how overtime works, it's first to 4 rounds. It's a best of 6 rounds. If each team ties up at 3 apiece, reset and go again. And it's Chingu to start things off on the right foot. Lock trading things back though. Winding one of the Zephyr, but Lizard Freak running it out, taking down Summy. And while Zomblers have done so well to get themselves into overtime, it feels like they've done so entirely while on the back foot. They haven't found that piece of aggression that really has capitulated NwG. It's been off the back of some really key clutch plays and individual moments. NwG, they seem much more put together on the team aspect of things when it comes to these rounds, and now they've executed things out onto the A-bomb site. It's a 4v1 lock. We'll be peeking forward, but it's missed shots, and Lizard Freak, a quad kill in the first round of overtime. We have a pause, a bit of a technical here. Cajun has disconnected from the server. First swing out lock. We'll be finding that one, but SLI on the immediate trade. Finding that kill. So now a 4v4 in the round here, but now well, Zomblers, they've lost the EWP. Their undeniable star player. Chingu pushing forward, wants to find something. He spots the APC jump there. Flashbangs all around. But it's Summy to find one. SLI though, immediate trade back, keeping things even here. Fluky, another shot. A good kill onto Anakin as well. Gives Zomblers a man advantage, and this is what they needed. They need to win more of the individual duels here. But oh, look at that. The swing out from SLI. Just cleaving the head off of Cajun before he even gets the chance to fire off a shot. And now it's a 2v2. The retake has to come in here from Zomblers. Fluky. Bring it back from Bankman. Oh, Stormy. He was considering going for connector, but now he's decided to go for the play up through spawn as well. Stormy swinging it up here. Zephyr playing on Optimus. SLI at Dice. SLI swinging out onto a quad kill. It'd have to be the ace here for SLI. Fluky, though, is there to deny, and there should be enough time to get this bomb defuse in. Yes! But good God, this game does not stop giving. And holy cow, it's a pause. Because, I mean, I'd need... Dude, if I had to win this many 1v1s to, like, close the game... like, listen... let's think about this for a second. Apart from the first round of overtime, name one, like, I don't think there's been one round of the last 7 that has gone to a, just like a 4v1 or something. It has literally just been an absolute grind of 1v1 duels and 1vx clutches and stuff. This has been absolutely ballistic. Both teams, neither one of them giving up the ghost. Stormy spamming it through. Zephyr wanting to find the damage back here. It's a nade over, but not a whole lot of damage being found, but there is, I'd say it's a little more favoring NwG in this at this point. Chingu, oh, what the catch there. Taking down Stormy, that's the first kill going the way of NwG. And NwG, they still play with such confidence, even though it's round number 33. Look at this out from Locke. I love this out from Locke. The aggression to go for the short play, but again, he's not caught. He's got caught looking at the wrong angle there, and he goes down. And now it's a 5v3. Zomblers, they fed themselves 2 bodies into the side of NwG. Fluky does trade back 1, though. That's something to work with here at the very least. Three to 2. Fluky and Cajun now. They have to make something happen. Cajun especially. It's been a very quiet game up from Cajun. He does rip out a first. Still, much more to do for Cajun! And he finds a second as well. Chingu alone in the 1v2. He's been spotted at bathroom, swinging out, finding Cajun. Fluky now at a disadvantage here. Chingu has got all to play with here. Toying with his food and a swing out from Chingu. NwG will be taking the lead going into the second half of overtime. Well, this is another little mini break here we got. What a game we got going. (17-16) here. NwG lead by 1, and they're on the CT side here. But this was Zomblers' most successful half. Both teams were most successful here on that T side. So it's a chance for Zomblers. Zomblers would need a flawless T-side here, all 3 in a row, to win out here. NwG, they only need 2. Nice little flashbang set up there. AK peeking in towards Monster Tunnel. Nobody spotted, and Zomblers. Now, I think they're going to start heading up for A. Swinging out, getting the aggression in. He finds one. Chingu walked in towards bathroom, fighting for his life here. Lock swinging forward. Chingu trying to triple up there with the AWP. Cajun, though, trading one back. It's a 3v2 now. NwG with the man advantage. 10 seconds on the clock, and Stubby going down. Stormy going down. NwG. They've found match point at long last once again, and with 2 chances to close. Aids out Zomblers again, once again at the last chance saloon here on Overpass. No room for error, no room for mistakes, and look at this, the confidence out from NwG. But man, both sides are feeling the nerves. Look at that, missed nades left, right, and center. Chingu, a great little shot there to find Cajun. The first, but some he trades. And oh, Cajun, he's gone. He's gone out of the round here. He's been struggling all game to try and find any sort of form, any sort of consistency here. Chingu, though, has been nothing but consistent. Absolutely dominating on the server here. Chingu and Lock, though. Lock bests him. And now Fluky finding one. Fluky swinging around, taking on SLI as well. And this game may not be over just yet. AK in a 1v3. And Lock, that crisp headshot onto Chingu was the first part of unraveling that site defense. Fluky getting caught by AK as he's pushing up onto the side here. He's got the bomb sticking down in front of him. AK doubling up there, and he's even grabbed the AWP, but he won't be able to stay alive. The bomb exploding. (18 to 17 here. And look at the aggression. Chingu is running it through that Molotov. The amount of confidence to go for a play like that. But Locke, he finds the opener here. A crucial opener for Zomblers. Locke still watching for short, going back and forth here. Cajun gets caught by Lizard Freak. Molotovs happening. Util, but AK finding one. Lock burns down Lizard Freak, but AK from behind taking down Lock. And Summy going down. Zephyr finding that one, and oh, it's heartbreak.
Terrorists win.
And that's a GG, ladies and gentlemen. 19-17 is the final scoreline there on Overpass between Zomblers and NwG. Well, what a game that was. I mean, it had everything. It had everything as part of it. Unfortunately, now for the Zomblers, they're sitting at 3-3. Still, you know, it's definitely, it's still early season, right? There's still much more to play for, but again, it's not the start that you probably would have wanted. We'll look at some of the stats before we send it off here tonight. NwG, easily the best player in that squad was Zephyr. Absolutely monster performance. I do want to highlight Lizard Freak and Chingu, though. They both had fantastic games in their own right. Zephyr was playing real hot for the very beginning of that game and towards the middle of the second half, but then it was Lizard Freak and Chingu that really stepped it up big time on that T side to kind of get things going the way that they did. I also want to highlight Stormy on the side of Zomblers. Fantastic game out of him. He was doing some really good stuff, and you have to single-handedly the MVP there for Zomblers on that CT side was Locke. Absolutely dominant performance there, 16-13, 76 ADR. And, well, commiserations over to Zomblers, and congratulations to NwG on winning that one. I've been your host, CernerSandals. I'm going to send it on out of here. You all have a great night, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye.